So today I've got a couple very interesting current affairs I'd like to share with you guys, and it may interest you. But basically the first article is about Microsoft is essentially recruiting 1 million Australians and New Zealanders to just learn about AI, and it's an official certification that you can get through education providers, so it's a very big deal. So there's that, and the second article is about Microsoft opening an official database in New Zealand. A multi-billion-dollar database has officially been opened in New Zealand, which actually relates to the Microsoft AI training course. So basically, let's just get straight into this, I guess, guys. So here we are. This is an official One News article here, and it's basically explaining that 1 million New Zealanders and Australians will be offered an AI training over the next 2 years, in a campaign to encourage the workforce to use the technology and, in some cases, help workers keep their jobs. So Microsoft announced its national education initiative today, where this article came out yesterday, but anyway, building on an earlier digital skills training commitment and making Australia one of 20 markets worldwide to receive an AI training investment, and New Zealand. So this goes for both Australians and New Zealanders here. The plan comes after the International Monetary Fund predicted up to 60% of jobs could be affected by the arrival of generative AI, and the Tech Council of Australia forecast it could create as many as 200,000 jobs by 2030. They're essentially saying in this article, yep, 60% of jobs are going to be gone by 2030, but if you learn about AI, 200,000 more jobs are going to be created by 2030 because of AI. So what would that even be, like 5%? So this is why I'm telling you guys about this here, because if you are one of the 200,000 people to actually learn about AI now and how it can save your job and how you can use it to create new jobs, then you're going to be fine. But you do not want to be in the 60% of the population that are going to have their jobs disappear because of AI. It's actually a really interesting thing to think about how AI can actually impact the world, because once AI takes over like most of the jobs, what's going to happen? Like, is everyone just going to have a set like income that the government just gives them because all the jobs are just being done by AI? So will it turn into some sort of a communist society where everyone just gets the same income, but then like 40% of the world also gets like a slightly higher income because they're actually working on the jobs that can't be taken over by AI and that kind of thing? So it's a very interesting thing. I might actually do like a whole video just talking about this later on, because it's just a very interesting thing to think that, I mean, 2030 is only like 6 years away, and they're saying like 60% of the jobs are going to be taken by then. That is a very serious thing. So you guys better get on this AI train now, because if you don't, then you're basically just going to be stuffed. So it's basically, when you think about it, in the future, like the far future, like, I don't know, 2070 and that kind of thing, when all the jobs are just going to be taken over by AI, that's going to be fine. But it's just the transition between now and then that's going to be the troubling part. Like, there's going to be some people that have jobs and like 50% of the world won't. So what does that 50% of the world do? Everyone's just going to be poor. So it is a big threat, but it does bring a lot of opportunities. Like it is saying here, it's going to bring 200,000 jobs to Australia by 2030. So there are some opportunities, but we've just got to use AI wisely, guys. That's all I can say about that. But yeah, so basically going on, it's saying Microsoft announced the training program on the eve of its AI tour event in Sydney, committing the company to help train people in a range of AI skills by the end of 2026. The company will partner with education providers, not-for-profit firms, businesses, and government organizations to deliver courses. So this isn't just some cheap like AI like hour-long course that you just do online. It's an actual thing that you go through education providers to do. So like when you search AI, Microsoft AI training NZ, for example, and you come to this website here, this isn't it here. This is a completely different thing. So what they're saying here is this is actually going to be a full course that they're doing through education providers like universities and polytechnics and that kind of thing. So they're actually doing it through them, not actually through Microsoft. So I don't know if this is going to be free or not. But yeah, it's going to be an actual official thing that you get a real certificate from to put on your CV and actually learn about AI. And I don't know how long these courses are going to be. I think every education provider is going to do it differently. But as far as I'm aware of, no New Zealand university or anything like that has actually taken up this opportunity yet. Saying in the article, one Australian university has done it so far. Yeah, so more than 50,000 students had undertaken AI short courses at TAFE over the last 6 months. So TAFE, I'm pretty sure, is a university or polytechnic or whatever in Australia. AI courses supported by Microsoft will range from basic skills to more advanced engineering. So this isn't going to be like a little thing where you just learn about how to use AI and that kind of thing. You're actually going to be going behind the scenes and learning about how AI, like generative AI, is actually like created. I heard somebody say recently, your job may not be taken by AI, but it's likely to be taken by somebody who knows how to use it. So that is a very true statement right there. So if you're like an accountant or something, for example, for now you don't have to worry about AI itself taking over your job, because AI, like ChatGPT, just isn't going to come into your business and just take over everything. So for now, AI isn't the threat. It's the people that know how to use AI. That's the threat. So if your business hires someone that knows how to use AI to basically just automate everything, then basically that's when you're in trouble. When your company hires someone that knows how to use AI to take over your job, that is when you're in trouble right there. And that's basically what this course is training you to do, because it's training people to do this kind of thing, to basically leverage AI to take people's jobs over, really. So that's basically all I had to cover for this article here, and it's just a very good thing that they're doing this. I'm not sure if it's free or not, but I just don't think we're being serious enough about this whole thing here. Like, the university I go to, Waikato University in New Zealand, as far as I'm aware of, there's not really any courses that's teaching us about AI and what the impact of the world is going to be. And so it's very good that they're doing this, and hopefully Waikato University do something about this and take up this opportunity from Microsoft here, because it is a very serious thing. So that's basically all this article here had to cover on One News there. And the second thing I wanted to discuss with you guys is this article here from RNZ. Microsoft opens first hyperscale data center in New Zealand. So this is actually a very, very big thing for AI in New Zealand. But basically the Microsoft head of New Zealand operations said that the center offered the most mature technology available, with an opportunity to overlay artificial intelligence, which will drive much needed improvements in productivity. So artificial intelligence is actually going to be a very good thing for productivity in New Zealand, and this data center is going to play a big role in that. She says, I hope New Zealand businesses and government truly understand about the size and scale of what we're launching. Adding the cloud capacity would enable local investors to grow on a global scale. So this was a very large-scale investment of many hundreds of millions of dollars, with room to expand in-country and in the cloud. So this, I'm pretty sure, is New Zealand's largest data center, and it's basically just going to make a lot of things way easier behind the scenes. She says, for our public sector, we could finally have the taxation system on public cloud. And here it's just got a little sub thing about what we basically just explained about AI. So part of this package here is just retraining the workforce. So getting people to learn about AI. So Microsoft was partnering with educational services to upskill 100,000 people with training over the next 2 years. So basically 100,000 of the million people of Australia and New Zealand is just going to be New Zealanders. So now that they've got this crazy new massive data center, they've actually got to train people about how to use AI and all that kind of technological stuff to actually leverage this data center and improve productivity. So you can't just make a data center and nobody even knows like what they can use it for their business. So that's basically what this whole training thing is for here. We do see New Zealand as an incredible country to invest in, especially with our renewable contract with Contact. So all of this overall is just very good news, very exciting. I definitely will be looking into that the AI training courses by Microsoft. Once that becomes a thing hopefully at Waikato University or some sort of polytechs around New Zealand, because I don't know about you guys, but I do not want my job to be taken over by AI in the future. So I'm going to be I'm going to be the one that's leveraging AI for my success in the future. So that's I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to be getting on this train very shortly here. So that's basically all I had to cover for this video. So I hope you guys learned something from this video here, and I hope you guys will be looking into this further. And so yeah, that's basically, without further ado, all I had today. So without further ado, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the next Christmas special. Peace out.